Today I will be talking about the classical and rhetorical approach to a persuasion speech. To start off, I'll talk about Aristotle's belief that there are three main approaches in a persuasion speech. In his writing of Ars Rhetorica, he identified logos, pathos, and ethos as the main persuasive approaches, which are logical, emotional, and ethical appeals. He believed that these three forms would be appealing to audiences who possess little or no prior knowledge about persuasive speaking. First, I will talk about logos, or the logical appeal. Aristotle in Logos uses facts and knowledge, or logic, to persuade people to take his side on political positions, focusing on arguments of induction or deduction. One method that he used was induction. It begins with a specific instance and leads the audience to general understandings. The other one is deduction, and tries to persuade the audience to go for a more general understanding to a specific understanding. So basically he takes it to make a more complex way of saying something to a more easier way to understand something. The second one I'll talk about is pathos, which is the emotional appeal. Pathos uses an emotional appeal to the audience and tries to relay a response such as anger, fear, love, pity, basically all the emotions that you feel throughout your life. You could use this when talking about persuading somebody to not drink and drive, like using pictures of car wrecks or people that have been affected by drinking and driving to show like the effects of it and why not to do it. You could also use this as like a way to basically not have people do abortions or texting and driving or gun laws, because you can show them and like relate these categories to the emotions that they feel on to persuade them not to do things that I just talked about. The third one is ethos. That's the ethical one. This is the final of the three rhetorical approaches that are based on this model. It involves creating your credibility to your audience. A speaker or writer must establish his or her own ethical credibility in an effort to bring the audience into your point of view. He or she accomplishes this through confident presentation and establishing one as a person of good character. So basically he uses ethics and like understanding to make people know how you feel about a certain subject and to get them to relate to you on how you feel about a certain topic. In conclusion, I have given you the three main appeals to mainly write a persuasion speech or essay, and like to use the three of logos, pathos, or ethos, or the logical, ethical, and emotional appeals to get somebody to give them more in-depth knowledge on a topic and to persuade them to go your way on whatever you are speaking about.